Rosemary Sullivan and I'm the director.
Hi, my name is Nisha.
I'm Baljit.
And I'm Nana.
History of Ralph Lauren and Michael Kors. Ralph Lauren's empire was founded in 1967 after he opened his first ever tie shop with no formal design training. In 1972, Lauren released a short-sleeve cotton t-shirt in 24 colors. This became the brand's signature look. In 1984, Lauren opened his first flagship store in New York. The success of Polo has earned Lauren a personal fortune of an estimated $6.5 billion. This figure, if accurate, would make Lauren the 122nd richest person in the world. In September 2000, Michael Kors opened his first boutique in New York on Madison Avenue. In January 2003, for $100 million, Sportswear Holdings Limited acquired an estimated 85% stake in Michael Kors. On December 2011, the company went public on the New York Stock Exchange in one of the biggest IPOs the U.S. fashion business has seen. Some 47.2 million shares were sold at $20 per share. Share price soon more than doubled.
Looking at McKinsey's 7S report, it shows that there are plenty of similarities between Michael Kors and Ralph Lauren, seeing as they both are high-end fashion. McKinsey 7S is a framework which consists of strategy, structure, systems, skills, style, staff, and superordinate goals. In this table, we can see a comparison between the two companies. As you can see, there are hardly any differences between the two, as both are highly motivated companies with the same type of goals. Looking at strategy, both Michael Kors and Ralph Lauren have strong international retailing and maintain a popular brand image. Within Michael Kors, a lot of employees lead the functioning areas, whereas within Ralph Lauren, only the CEO and VPs lead the functional area. However, both show a hierarchy organizational structure. Both companies have a fast-growing management system, and their leadership style is very well known and well respected within the industry. They both have enough resources and highly skilled employees. There is a good level of motivation for staff, as the companies provide great amount of discounts and benefits, as well as they also share the same type of shared values.
Comparing income statements from Michael Kors and Ralph Lauren. As you can see from the table on the PowerPoint, Michael Kors made just over $2 billion in March 2013 and Ralph Lauren made $6.94 billion, which is 3 times the amount Michael Kors made. However, we can see that from 2010 to 2013, Michael Kors have been gradually growing in profitability, so they are doing well, and also their net income is approximately $397 million, which means that they do not have a lot of costs. If we look at Ralph Lauren in 2010, their revenue dropped. However, the net income figure for 2013 is $715 million. So there is a large difference between the revenue and the net income, so Ralph Lauren have a lot of costs to incur. These tables prove that, in fact, Michael Kors use their capital more efficiently because their return on capital employed is at 52.1%, which is higher than Ralph Lauren's value, which is 17.82%. This shows that Ralph Lauren really need to reduce their costs so they can gain a higher net income. Value chain analysis for Michael Kors and Ralph Lauren. Firm infrastructure. Both firms have a very strong, unique infrastructure. Michael Kors wants to make clothes for people that they can feel comfortable in. In comparison, Ralph Lauren's brand is centered around one major aspect, the American aristocrat. Human resource management. Employees love to wear and work with Michael Kors. However, due to poor management, there is a high turnover of staff. In comparison, Ralph Lauren concentrates on sustaining performance and targeted development. Technological development. They are both technologically advanced, whereas Michael Kors have made a campaign called #WatchHungerStop, and Ralph Lauren have a 4D holographic video and virtual storybook. However, Ralph Lauren are more technologically diversified than Michael Kors. Procurement. Both firms buy its fabrics from suppliers and checks them for quality control. For Michael Kors and Ralph Lauren, they are constantly attempting to relocate to countries where the cost of materials and labor is lower. Inbound logistics. Partnerships between Michael Kors and Panama Logistics Center provide a strategic and cost-competitive solution to bring products to America. In comparison, Ralph Lauren have a complex inbound supply chain, but was also very low-tech and outdated. Outbound logistics. Polo Ralph Lauren have updated their logistics system so they can access information like when the goods were left and when orders are estimated to arrive at key places like distribution centers in Greensboro, D.C. In comparison, Michael Kors has recognized the advantage of Ocean Guaranteed System, a faster and lower cost system, though higher than standard ocean transport. Ralph Lauren and Michael Kors can now enjoy live 24/7 global communication with its forwarders, carriers, and suppliers. Operations. Similarly, Michael Kors and Ralph Lauren produce most of their products in China and aim for countries that have a lower labor manufacturing costs. Marketing and sales. Michael Kors have enacted numerous multi-channel marketing efforts to influence sales. Experts agree that their appeal, quality, and value of the label's products are its key drivers. They had a 49% jump in net income and have announced 15 new stores opening in the past 3 months. In contrast, Ralph Lauren were among the first to embrace e-commerce and have been aggressive in its use of mobile marketing with its new app and 4D feed. To change the image of China, Ralph Lauren decided to open 60 new stores in 15 locations in China by 2015. Service. Ralph Lauren has an efficient logistics system allowing their image to be the same all around the world and are parts of different cultures. However, for both Michael Kors and Ralph Lauren, making sure products are of a high quality band and having exceptional customer service is really important.
I will now use Porter's 5 forces as one of the analytical tools used to compare and analyze Ralph Lauren and Michael Kors. Degree of competition. Ralph Lauren considers that price competition plays a role in competitive rivalry with other companies due to the weakened economy. However, Michael Kors feel that due to the rising competition in handbags and accessories, the market is an overriding concern. Bargaining power of supply. They both don't rely on one specific supplier manufacturer. Ralph Lauren uses more than 400 different manufacturers around the world, whereas Michael Kors relies on manufacturers located in various countries like China, India, Thailand, Italy, Vietnam, Philippines, and the United States. Bargaining power of customers. Michael Kors believes that due to the wholesale customers only account for a small total of sales, the bargaining power is limited. In contrast, Ralph Lauren feels that losing one of its customers would give the wholesale customers a level of leverage over the company. Threats of new entrants. Ralph Lauren believes it is moderate and increasing. Michael Kors finds it difficult for a new player to achieve such position without making significant investments and think that due to the low barriers online, it would be much better if they emerge in the online sector. Threats of substitutes. Michael Kors believes that middle to higher class customers are likely to wear high-end luxury clothes, hence why the demand for brands like them will continue. In contrast, Ralph Lauren believes that middle to high class customers could have a change of mind and choose to dress down, and state that the formal look will never go out of style. To conclude, it can be said that Ralph Lauren are much better in the sense of number of suppliers and in the long-term run. However, Michael Kors are growing rapidly with the number of sales and larger profit margin.
A pestle analysis of high fashion industries has been conducted, showing the difficulties both companies face. Political. Production being overseas in places like China, the legal minimum wage is often below the amount necessary to cover basic living expenses like food, shelter, and school fees. Garment workers often work in cramped, unsafe, and unsanitary conditions for very long hours at a poor rate of pay. It is common for garment factories to forbid workers from joining trade unions so that they are powerless to make demands, which therefore keeps the costs low. Environmental. Non-organic cotton growing uses huge quantities of waters and chemicals. 22.5% of the world's insecticides and 10% of all pesticides on 2.5% of agricultural land is used, causing pollution. Social. Brands have to carefully market products in countries such as Saudi Arabia because of the strong religious beliefs. Advertising women in swimwear in public places may offend people and tarnish the brand's image. The constant change in fashion could lead to some brands losing profit if they become old-fashioned. Therefore, brands have to constantly change styles. Consequently, clothes which are not sold and deemed to be unfashionable become futile. Technological. MyShape, one of the pioneers in the space, developed a patent technology that matches shoppers with the items that correspond to their personal measurements and preferences, solving the age-old problem of finding clothes that fit and flatter for millions of women. Economic. As a result of the recession, retailers may be stuck with large amounts of inventory. Legal. Polo Ralph Lauren have subsidiaries in tax havens as a form of tax avoidance from their country of operation. Also, child labour is also a problem as third parties often employ children in garment factories because of their small hands. However, the use of child labour damages the brand's image.
I'll talk about the comparisons found throughout the research of Michael Kors and Ralph Lauren by using SWOT as another analytical tool. Strengths. Michael Kors are a strong developing multi-channel retailing company. In contrast, Ralph Lauren are a leading global player in the design, distribution, and marketing. Michael Kors pricing ranges are broad, which results in a broad customer base. However, Ralph Lauren are very high priced and are looking to reduce prices to retail stores to allow a good performance during recession times. Weaknesses. Michael Kors has a restricted geographic presence with only 106 stores outside of North America. Ralph Lauren have a chain of over 325 retail stores. Michael Kors have a limited number of distribution facilities, whereas Ralph Lauren have many. Opportunities. Michael Kors is looking to increase their number of retail stores globally. Ralph Lauren have already looked into one of the emerging markets like India with FDI. Michael Kors believed to increase brand awareness through multimedia advertising to help them grow. However, Ralph Lauren believed that the brand can drive more growth through e-tailing threats. They both belong to a highly competitive market. Customer spending changes negatively, then sell prices will weaken, therefore leading to a reduction in profitability.
Michael Kors have a great amount of opportunities to expand in larger countries in order to gain more market share as well as reaching out to all ages. Also, they have the opportunity to open more stores in the UK. Another recommendation would be that Michael Kors could expand the menswear line and to have a bigger variety. They could implement a better strategy to adapt to changing markets in order to keep up with fashion trends. In comparison, Ralph Lauren have similar recommendations, such as to expand focus on global brands as well as to also have more stores in the UK. Ralph Lauren can implement a strong, steady investment with growth opportunities, which therefore develops their website stores further in order to continue increasing sales. Also, looking at the financial analysis, it shows that Michael Kors have a larger profit margin even though it's a smaller company to Ralph Lauren because they are managing their costs well.